Today we are going to talk about what exactly endurance does and why it is better than every other special stat. Endurance affects a dweller's health, which is the most important stat in the game, and that's not even an opinion or me just assuming something. It is a fact. It can answer all of the problems you could possibly have in a vault. Are mole rats giving you trouble? Get more health. Deathclaws killing everything? Get more health. Are dwellers dying out in the wasteland before they can find anything good? Get more health. The game designers made a very strange choice of hiding the exact number from you. When you inspect a dweller, everything else is plain for you to see. Special stats, level, happiness, weapon damage. The only thing missing is the exact health of a dweller, which I find confusing just because of how important it is in the game. Also, keep in mind that there are no armor stats in the game, meaning that a dweller in a legendary set of power armor will take the same exact damage as a dweller just hanging out in a t-shirt. So how is health calculated? Do you just get a flat amount based on your endurance? No, and I'll explain. The first thing you need to know is that health is calculated upon leveling up. The base health of a dweller at level 1 will always be 105, and every level after that they will gain 2.5 plus your endurance times 0.5. E in this situation is obviously your current endurance, but keep in mind that your current outfit also counts to this number as well. This means that when you are leveling up, you will want the maximum possible endurance you can find. Now, in terms of outfits, the best common, rare, and legendary endurance outfits will always be the different variants of wasteland gear. Sturdy wasteland gear, heavy wasteland gear, and this also means that dwellers you had before you unlocked the endurance training room with 35 dwellers will be significantly weaker than trained dwellers. This also means that you can gain no more HP once you hit level 50, basically rendering endurance useless for HP gain after that. Just to give you some examples to make it easier to understand, I'll show you 3 different dwellers in the vault. The first example is a regular starting dweller. He has 1 single point of endurance and he is level 40. The second is a worker with 10 endurance, level 21, and the third is a level 50 max dweller that is trained up with 17 endurance, which is the best possible endurance you can have in the game, and it is achieved by having the +7 heavy wasteland gear, which is the best endurance outfit in the game. Now this is the formula you will use to find a dweller's HP, assuming they kept the same endurance number throughout the leveling process. So you would take the base HP, which is 105, and you will add it to your leveling up formula, which is 2.5 plus 0.5 times current endurance, and then you will multiply that times your level minus 1. So using this, we can find the HP of our example dwellers. Dweller number 1 has 222 health. Dweller number 2 has 255 health. And dweller number 3 has 644 health, which is the highest you can possibly get. Now from this example, you can see that despite dweller number 2 being 19 levels lower than dweller 1, he still has more HP because of the endurance and leveling up and how it works. You can also see how much higher maximum HP can be when you compare it to somebody with low endurance. Another important thing to keep in mind is that lunchbox dwellers will always start out with a few levels on them, and the legendary dwellers you get always start really high level, like 30 to 40. And this means that any dweller found in a lunchbox will not be able to have as much health as someone with high endurance trained from level 1 with health in mind. You can find out their exact health using the formula above, and just to give you an example for that, let's say you opened up a lunchbox and you got Eulogy Jones, which is a legendary dweller, and let's say he started at level 38. Eulogy Jones has a base endurance of 5, and his equipped outfit gives him no benefits for endurance. So using the previously mentioned formula, you can calculate that he has 290 HP. Now to contrast that to the high end of the spectrum, if you had trained someone up to an equal level with 17 endurance, they would have 512 HP. And that is a pretty significant increase. And that's not to say that legendary dwellers are useless, but I am saying that they can never be the strongest. The only real benefit to me personally of lunchbox dwellers is like helping out at a vault early in the game with their increased stats and increased level, and it'll help you out by exploring the wasteland and stuff like that. So how do you use this knowledge? What is the best method for getting health? The most popular method is sharing endurance outfits once you get a couple of good ones. Just train up any dweller you want to 10 endurance in the training room, equip them with the desired outfit, send them out to the wasteland with 25 stim packs, and they'll automatically level up. When they return, remove the outfit and repeat this process. Now remember, if you're doing this early with a +3 endurance, remember that if they find a rare outfit with +5 stats, they'll always replace it, so you got to keep that in mind as well. Also important to note is that stim packs heal roughly 50% of a dweller's HP, meaning the higher the health pool, the more benefit you will receive from stim packs. The last thing you might want to keep in mind about endurance is that after 10 endurance at max level, any dweller with 11 plus will no longer take radiation damage out in the wasteland. So it's a personal strategy of mine, because I eliminated radaways from the vault entirely. I have no use for them, so I always keep my max dwellers with at least +1 endurance when you're thinking about the end game and the best outfits you can use. If you just use something with +1 endurance on it, you can eliminate radiation damage and eliminate radaway use altogether in your vault. Now that is pretty much everything there is to know about endurance. And I know a lot of you have asked why I evict dwellers with low endurance and focus on training it so heavily, and now you know. Keep in mind that this isn't mandatory, and you could make it just fine without it, but if you ever want the best possible dwellers and the best possible vault, maybe this will help you learn a little bit and get you started on it. Now just for my reference, where I got this from is personal experiences. There's a bunch of Reddit threads, but there is one that's semi-recent from about a month ago. I will link that in the description if you want to look that up for yourself. And remember guys, if you enjoy this content, slap a like on it because it helps out the channel the most, and I will see you guys on the next video.